Proverbs 10:22. The blessings of the Lord, it maketh rich and addeth no sorrow with it. And I would like to start by saying that the blessing of God is the maker of man. Then Matthew chapter 4 verse 20, we are looking at blessing by followership. For he said unto me, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. Verse 20. And they straight left their net and did what? And follow him. Hear me, sir. The blessing of God is the maker of man. But it is impossible to be made until you follow. Until you follow, you cannot be made. Until you follow, you cannot enjoy the blessings of the kingdom. It is followership that makes man. John chapter 12 and verse 26. Followership is the act of following. Followership is the act of copying. If any man serve me, let him follow me. And where I am, there shall my servant be. And if any man serve me, him will my Father honor. Him will my Father bless. Him will my Father lift. So followership is the act of following. It is a position of submission to leadership. Followership is a position of submission to leadership. Hebrews chapter 6 and verse number 12. The proof that you are qualified for the blessing of God is your followership. That ye be not slothful, but followers of those of who through faith and patience inherited the promise. There is a promise for the people of God, but it is assessed on the platform of followership. Followership is what brings out the beauty of Christianity. The beauty of your salvation is located in the place of followership. The proof of maturity is followership. Maturity is the qualification for the blessing. Anytime you follow, it is a sign that you are mature. John 21 and verse number 18. Jesus said, verily I say unto thee, that when thou wast young, thou guidest thyself and walkest whither thou wouldest. But when thou art old, thou shalt stretch forth thy hand, and another shall guide thee and carry thee whither thou wouldest not. Another shall guide thee and carry thee thou wouldest not. So in followership, maturity is the mark of followership. You can't follow if you are not mature. And anybody that follows a leader is a mature person. Hear me, your blessing is tied to followership. Luke chapter 18 and verse 28. The disciples said to Jesus, we have left all and follow you. What is our reward? Peter said, we have left all and follow thee. What is our reward? Verse 29, Jesus began to say unto them, no man left father, mother. Verily I say unto you, there's no man that's left houses and parents and brethren and wife and children for the sake of the kingdom of heaven, that shall not be rewarded in this world, in this present time, and in the world to come, even life everlasting. Hear me, the blessings of God on this earth is tied to your followership. Hear me, your prayers are not answered many times because your followership is not confirmed. Marriage is not in view because followership is not confirmed. The day heaven confirms your followership, heaven will bring you into the place of the blessing. What made David different from other kings was because his followership was not in question. Regardless of his weakness, regardless of his shortcoming, his followership was uncontestable. He followed to a point. He followed God. He followed Samuel. He followed Nathan to a point that he himself became a prophet. The oil rubbed on him. The blessing of God was visible. The problem of Saul is lack of followership. He tore the garment of prophet Samuel. Samuel began to cry, Lord, have mercy on Saul. God said, why are you still crying over Saul? Saying that I have rejected him. You are praying for a man that tore your garment. I will forgive him. I have rejected him. I can't bless such a man. Hear me, child of God. Men that follow leaders, that follow God, those men cannot enjoy blessing. Useless men follow David. They were men in debt. They were men out of luck. They were men that society rejected. But child of God, they became shareholder. They became board of trustees of the treasury of Israel. Lekete Kalabaya. Men that society disowned became multi-millionaires, became rich men. They became members of the board of trustees in the nation of Israel. Hear me and hear me well. Your condition cannot be worse than the men of David. Your condition cannot be worse than the men that met David. The consistency in followership open them up to the blessing. As many of you that follow in this commission, I prophesy to you, you will never be broke. Amen. You will never lack. Amen. You will never suffer. Amen. God shall reward you. Amen. In this world. Amen. And in the world to come. Amen. Somebody say, Lord, help me to follow well. Help me to follow well.